Talk Show. Welcome to the Juice Radio Talk Show. Welcome to the Juice Radio Talk Show. Welcome to the Juice Radio Talk Show. Reality TV's church reviews. Let's talk happy love and marriage lifestyle. Come and talk with us. Come and share with us. Come and laugh with us. Come on and pray with us.
Regina Clovis, special guest. You should be following your lead. Bless. Subscribe on YouTube. Listen on podcasts. We live on IG and Facebook. This episode is sponsored by TRUTHandTriumph Ministries.
Hey, y'all. And just like that, we're back. All right. This one right here. This one right here. Welcome to the channel, the Juice Radio and Talk Show. Let's have a conversation. You all on the screen is Crystal Denise Brown. This is my news section where I'm going to bring you these stories, not because I want to put these people down, but because I want people to understand that they don't have to do the things that people like her and others have done. You don't have to do this. Let's have this conversation. This is Crystal Denise Brown. Crystal Denise Brown has been arrested, you guys. She's been arrested. All right, so this story is coming out of WSB TV. WSB TV is reporting. This just happened 2 days ago. 2 days ago, July 25th. July 25th. And it is saying here that BIBB County is reporting. Oh, my goodness. BIBB County. Wow. Wow. Hey, Aaron, thank you for being here. You're so fast, Aaron. I didn't even tell you what's going on. You're so fast. I love it. All right. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, you guys, you're going to want to subscribe to this channel because let me tell you, the Juice Radio and Talk Show, we are on a mission to have people not end up like Crystal. Let's have this conversation, all right? Come on, my people. We don't no longer have to do this stuff. You didn't have to do it in the first place. You don't have to do it anymore. Y'all are going to be surprised at what Crystal did. Look at the thumbnail there. Look at the thumbnail, you guys. I don't think I've ever seen somebody charged with so many charges at one time. Arrested on 230 charges. 230 charges. That is not a typo, you guys. That's what's been reported. All right, so let's go ahead and let's read this. It says that Crystal here has been arrested, and it says BIBB County, Georgia. A Georgia woman has been slapped with 230 charges. 230 charges, you guys, after deputies said she mishandled money order payments from her tenant's rent payments in Macon. Oh, Crystal. Money order payments, you guys. Money order payments. Those of you who are tenants, I want to talk to you right now. You are paying your rent. You may want to do an online service instead of going in with money orders. Now, I know a lot of people say, listen, I like doing my money order payments. But if you run across somebody like Crystal, I don't know if that payment is going to get paid to your rent or not. But let's continue. Let's have the conversation because we don't want people to end up like Crystal did. And we want people to be aware of this. Another employee stealing from her employer. It says the BIBB County Sheriff's Office said Crystal Denise Brown, 36 years of age, was arrested Tuesday on 104 counts of theft by conversion, 104 counts of forgery in the third degree, and 12 counts of computer fraud. 104, 208, yeah, that's 30, 230. 230. It said deputies said the charges stem from an investigation they conducted from October 2020 to June 2022. Now, as I said in a previous video that I did on another individual that was arrested, you guys, y'all may think y'all are getting away with this stuff, and you're thinking that your employer is not aware. But come on, God is aware of what you're doing, and you think that God is going to continue to let you get away with this? Come on now. Let's talk about the business side of it. These employers are finding out or have found out that people are stealing. And you know what? Sometimes they let it go on for a while because they want to be sure beyond a doubt, because they want to press some big charges and make some big examples of people. Maybe they knew about this situation, maybe they didn't, but when they found out, allegedly, it's saying here in the story, that they did an investigation all the way back to October of 2022 up until June of 2022. And they say Brown was accused of mishandling rent payments when she worked at the McAfee Towers on Gray Highway. They say Brown has been taken into custody and is being held without bond. She's being held. Now, this story is as of this year, July 25th, 2023, when this story was posted. I have put the link in our description page here so y'all can check that out. But they didn't say exactly what she did, so I'm going to keep an eye on this to get more information. It does say it was unclear how many years she faces for each count. Oh my goodness, you guys. See the question mark up there? We don't know how long she's going to be in. We don't know how many days she's going to be in. Because what they're saying is, according to this article from WSB TV, they said it's unclear how many years she's going to face for each count. 230 counts. Each amount. Oh my. All for what? Now, they're not saying particularly what it is she did, but they're saying she mishandled tenant rent payments. She mishandled tenant rent payments. And it also says, it's specifically saying mishandled money order payments. Now, I want to know specifically what that entails. I'm going to know that. So I'm going to be following this story to check it out. But let's have a little my people talk. My people. Come on now. Ladies, y'all are too beautiful and too smart to be doing stuff like this. Come on. You are working in an industry that there's so much potential for you, Crystal, as a young woman to get business minded, get business savvy. Thank you, Holy Spirit. And be able to be a business owner. I cannot stress how many times people are in these companies, and instead of them learning the business so they can have their own establishment, they decide to learn how to steal from the business. And now it's landed you in jail. Away from family, away from friends, away from work. And now the lawyers will get whatever little bit of money you have if you don't get a public defender. But this is going to haunt you. Now, when you go out years and years around trying to find jobs, this is going to be on your record. And again, as I said in the previous video, that next person that looks like you or looks like me that go into that job trying to get hired, what are they going to think? We've got to do better, you guys. When you go into these companies, instead of thinking of how I can steal from them, and then get this, thank you, Holy Spirit. Then what y'all do with the money when you steal it? Do you buy more beautiful hair? Because that is a beautiful wig she has on. Do you buy more beautiful hair and little baby hair? You're not even spending the money on stuff that's productive. What are you allegedly doing with this money? What allegedly you're not spending it on things that is productive? What are you all doing with this money? A lot of times we find out you just shopping, not investing, not putting no money in no stock accounts, just silliness with the money. So did you really need to steal the money? Because if you didn't use it as a wise investment, then it wasn't necessary for you to steal it anyway. We've got to do better. Go in companies that are nice enough to hire you. And if you feel you want to make more money, ask about a higher position in the company and then show them that you're worthy enough and trustworthy enough to be in that higher position. The reason why a lot of people are still in some of these lower positions is because you haven't shown yourself to be trustworthy and honest enough or work worthy enough to be in the higher positions. But if you have a change of mindset, instead of saying, I want to be the best thief in the company, to say, I want to be the best manager or owner of a company just like this, instead of trying to steal, go in and say, how can I own this? Come on, y'all. We don't have to keep stealing from the hands that's feeding us. We don't have to keep making our culture look bad. We don't have to keep doing this. Become business minded and no longer theft minded. Now, what Crystal and others are in there doing, instead of them in there trying to say, oh, I'm going to make this next business. Now you're trying to think of how I'm going to get out of here. How am I going to get this money for this lawyer? How am I going to take care of things that's outside? All my stuff. What's going to happen to all my belongings? All that stuff that I stole the money for and bought all that stuff. Will it now be stolen from somebody else? Was it worth it? We've got to do better, you guys. Crystal Denise Brown is facing several charges, 230 charges. And again, like the story said with WSB TV, they haven't even determined how long she's going to be there. They haven't even determined it. They said it's unclear how many years she's going to face for each count. And for what? Taking tenants. Let me rephrase that. Mishandling tenant funds. Those tenants who are working hard for their money also to be able to provide for their families, to be able to live where they live, trusting that they're taking their hard-earned money in there to you in money order form, that their money is being handled properly. And those people that were taking their money in there, some of them may look like you and I, Crystal. And you didn't care about that. Selfish. There are other ways that you can do a business thing instead of stealing. We got to do better. So I'm going to be covering more of these because I don't want our young ladies to continue to end up behind prison bars. I want our young ladies to end up behind business desks, to be business owners, to be in some of the top high rises, some of the most successful women out here in the world doing business deals, not only in your city or your county, but around the world. Globe trenders, globe treaders. Come on now. We could do it if we could get away from the minuscule mess that y'all doing and get your mind shifted to I am better and I can be a business person, just like the person who owns a company that you're working for, or even bigger and better than them. But it won't happen if you keep doing stuff like this. Change your mindset, and then you could probably change the set that you in. Crystal, got to do better. We as a culture, my Black people, can I talk to you? We have got to do better. Come on now. That's not the only resource and the only choice that you had, Crystal, to go and steal from that company or allegedly mishandle funds. You didn't have to do that, Crystal. There were other things that could have taken place for you to get the funds that you probably really needed, or you could have just lived on less. And at least you'd have had an honest life. Come on now. We don't need to keep filling up the jails with our beautiful Black women. We try to get our men out of jail. We don't need to fill it up with all of our women too. Let's do better. Thank you, Aaron. Yes, it is very sad. 230 charges. Yeah. She probably got off lucky too. There probably could have been more. Sending a prayer to her victims. Yes. You know, and we also going to pray for Crystal that when she in there, well, as she's in there, that she even has a mind change and say, listen, I'm way better than this. Why did I let myself get into this mess? We don't want the next young, beautiful black girl or beautiful white girl or any girl to end up in this type of situation. Come on, people. Let's build businesses and not continue to build prisons. Prison cells. All right. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, the Juice Radio and Talk Show, make sure you go over there and subscribe today on our YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all those channels. Thread, all that stuff. Y'all subscribe today. Also, go over there and give us a thumbs up on this video as well as other videos we have on our YouTube page, the Juice Radio and Talk Show. Look for the red mug and microphone. We are out here trying to change things for the better. And that means we may be pointing out some things that some bad people did, not because we want to talk bad about them, but because we want the next person that's coming to understand, don't go that route. And we also want the people that we're talking about to also change their life. 2 Chronicles, turn from your wicked ways. And until you turn from your wicked ways, God can't heal you or heal the land that you want. Let's do better. Love y'all for watching. We'll be back with some more stories. Subscribe to the channel. Have a blessed day. Catch you on the next one. Bye.
A heartfelt thank you to all of our subscribers who joined us for this video. If you have not already subscribed, go to our YouTube channel, The Juice Radio and Talk Show. Subscribe and click on the notification bell to be alerted whenever we go live. Join our private Juice community. Go to www.thejuicecommunity.com and sign up for free. Join us, The Juice Radio and Talk Show. We have our Money Monday financial series. It is a lunch and learn program at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time on Mondays. Also on Monday, we have our reality series and hot topics at 7 p.m. Wednesdays, we have Bible study at 7:30 p.m. Thursdays, we have church news at 7:30 p.m. We also offer motivational moments, happy marriage lifestyle, news from a godly perspective, movie reviews, as well as our single moms club, Let's Talk Ex-Millennials, and of course, our Cooking with Clovis. Follow us on our podcast channel, the Juice Radio and Talk Show podcast, streaming on all podcast platforms. A great big thank you to our podcast production company, Noye Podcast Productions. They can help you create your own podcast also. Contact them today at houseofnoye.com. Thank you to our sponsor, Custom Apparel Shop. Have them complete your embroidery work and silk screening needs. Do you need a logo created for your fashion apparel or company? Contact Israel Mason today. That is 786-657-7501. Thank you to our main sponsor, Truth and Triumph Ministries. Truth and Triumph Ministries, a ministry that cares about telling people the truth so they can triumph in life. Thank you, Truth and Triumph Ministries, for all you do.